Hello, how are you? I'll be taking you through installation of IP system that can be monitored offline on a monitor like this. Remember to monitor it on a smartphone or a laptop over the Wi-Fi. That one will require different configuration, which will be done in a different package. So let me take you through what we need to install this one. As you can see, we need 4 CCTV cameras. In this case, I have 2 Dome IP cameras and 2 bullet IP cameras. In fact, this one can sense the night vision. As you can see, they have the lamp for night vision. Very powerful cameras indeed. Then we need the cat cable or the Ethernet cable. They have already mounted with the RJ45 clips connectors, as you can see. Then we need an NVR. In this case, I'm not going to use a PoE switch. I'm not also going to use a router because I'm not going to air the feed on the internet so that you can capture it online. So I'm just going to use an NVR, and I'm going to show you how it's so easy to install an NVR. So in this case, what we are supposed to have is an NVR full set. As you can see, it's power adapter and the mouse and all that. Then we need a monitoring. In this case, I'm using a TV. This one is a smart TV. Then we have the surveillance hard disk, which will be used for storage of the feed. And then, of course, the transfer cable from the DVR to the TV, which is the HDMI cable. So we start by fixing the hard disk on the NVR. We open the NVR. You can see the motherboard looks similar like the video I did on DVR. You can see. So this is what we're going to do. The surveillance hard disk, it doesn't matter whether it's a DVR or an NVR, the surveillance disk remains to be surveillance disk. What you need to know is the sizing and all the in reference to the cameras, because understand the IP cameras give quality feed. So meaning if you undersize the storage device, you're likely to have a problem with the storage in terms of storage time as it is. So if you need 21 days, 14 days or 30 days storage, it will depend on the type of hard disk, the size of hard disk you procure. So here you're connecting the interface cable, in this case from the DVR to the storage hard disk. In this case, this is a Western Digital purple hard disk, but the cables are there. So the one is for the connection, and the other one will be for feed, as we say. So even the interface cable, we have now the 2 cables are done. And remember to follow the order. See the order, the yellow line starts, and so easy when you are inputting on the hard drive. You see the yellow one starting. So the cable is almost similar, irrespective of the country. The color code is the same. So you need to observe that. Then we are now going to close our NVR. As you can see, we are closing the lid. And then from there, we are going to terminate the power adapter cable. As you can see, power adapter cable for the NVR. This one comes with the NVR. You don't need to buy another one. It comes with the NVR. And then the mouse for configuration. But the NVR I'm using here has already been configured. Like I've said, that one will be a process for another video to take you through the process. Then now it's time to loop in the cameras. As you can see, I'm taking the brackets for the Dome camera, placing it in its place, and then now looping the cat cable, which is the Ethernet cable, to the Dome camera. It comes with a booth that can hide this. Remember, today I'm not taking you through the enclosures and the adapter boxes. So remember, all this can be done in an adapter box to hide the cables. All you want to see is the cameras. That's what we do. So here I'm taking you through step by step to understand the connection, the connectivity of this. So we will do the same process for all the 4 cameras. And remember, this is an IP camera. You're using a cat cable. We only have one cat cable, which will carry the signal and the power to the camera. The other port that's left is for the audio. In this case, I don't need an audio for this feed. But if you needed an audio, you'll use the audio cable. We'll have the audio cable, I think very special one to carry the audio from the feed you can hear now to put it in the NVR. In this case, we're not going to use it. So this one, the other side is not for the powers. It was for the analog cameras. Now let's configure our NVR to the monitoring device, which happens to be the smart TV. So I'm using the HDMI cable. I'm going to select the HDMI port 3 in this case. So once I'm done, it's just to plug the TV also and the NVR to the power. All those are the only 2 things we are going to plug. If I happen to have a PoE switch, then I will plug the PoE switch and all the cameras will go to the PoE switch instead of the NVR. The output of the PoE switch is one that will plug into the output of the NVR here to ensure that wherever NVR sees is exactly what is on the PoE switch, the power over Ethernet switch. So that's what we're doing now. We're powering on our system. So the TV is going to be on. I will select the source, which is now the HDMI 3, which now will bring the NVR configuration of what exactly is there. So these cameras are taking time to sync, but at least that's it. It's done. All my 4 cameras are live, and that's what you need to do. Very simple. The easiest thing to install is an IP system camera. I will be taking you through process of how to connect the RJ45 clips on the cut cable in a short while, so that you can be connected with everything. So up to that point, I say thank you for viewing and being a good fan for me. Thank you.